Good evening. Good evening, everyone. It is Candy Pringle, and it is Sunday, just before 7 p.m., and this is 7 minutes. Every Sunday, I take 7 minutes of time, and time always equates to teach, inspire, motivate, and empower. So today's 7 minutes is being brought to you live from at the park. It's such a beautiful day, and I wanted to get out and make sure that I got this message to you today. Um, Today we're talking about how to celebrate right where you're at. Learning to celebrate right where you're at. So, I want to thank everyone, first of all, for tuning in. Thank you for your support every week. I certainly appreciate it. You actually motivate and inspire me. Thank you so very much. Celebrating right where you are. How many have you said or you've heard someone else say, I'll be happy when? I'll be happy when I get my new job. I'll be happy when I get that new place. I'll be happy when I get put on the list. Um, I'll be happy when. How many times have we heard that? I'll be happy when. When I get approved, oh, I'll be so happy when I get approved. I'll be so happy when they send me my money. It's always, I'll be happy when. So today I wanted to talk to you about celebrating right from where you're at and not even thinking about the when. One thing we know is that um, although it may sound promising to have that goal of, you know, uh, sooner or later I'm going to be redeemed. Sooner or later things are going to come into place. And although it sounds promising, we know that that time may not come. Um, you know, um, the win is not here yet. So, but we make it makes us feel like there's a guarantee that once I acquire this particular thing, once I get it, then I'm going to be happy. Once I get that new job, oh, I'll be happy when I get that new job. That I'm going to be happy once I acquire that goal. One thing that I can say is that this would allude to when the objective is met, I'm going to then be happy. But with experience, I can tell you that it's taught me that this mindset is furthest from the truth. If you're not going to be happy in the waiting room, you're not going to know what to do when it's time to get to the delivery room. So, what if while you're waiting, push came to shove? What if while you're waiting, the shoes started to fit? The doors began to open. The atmosphere began to shift. What if, while you're waiting, you hit the nail on the head? You get a blessing that you weren't even prepared for. What if, while you're waiting, the ball falls in your court? The point is that we have to stop right where we are. And we have to be thankful right now for what we have while we're waiting. Be thankful for the blessings that are all around us. We have to thank God. We have to celebrate right here, right where we are. Thank God that He keeps you from harm and danger while we're waiting, and we know that that's protection. We have to thank God for the food on the table, the place to lay our head. That's provision. So all the time we need to stop where we are and we need to celebrate the fact that God protects us. He provides for us. And finally, we know that His promise is going to be fulfilled. So we need to stop right now where we are. Thank God. While you're in the waiting room, call your friends and tell them that, hey, I've got some good news. Call your old neighbor, call your old boss and tell them, hey, that thing that I've been waiting on, you see, it kind of got delayed a little, but I've not been denied. Call them, let them know that while you're in the waiting room, you are celebrating what you have right this very moment. Celebrate at the beginning of it, in the middle of it, at the end of it, while you're getting to the destination, while you're getting to that goal. Just be sure that you're celebrating what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Celebrate you in the meantime. Celebrate the triumphs that you've overcome while you've been waiting. So, what I want to do today is I want to give you 3 things about celebrating while being in the waiting room. Number one, the waiting room is going to get you in position. That small vision that you had years ago has finally come to fruition. You planted a small seed, and while you've been waiting, there has grown mature fruit. Number two, the waiting room prepares you. You are being prepared for the delivery. And then number 3, the waiting room is where you plan for the promise. Because you wouldn't have that vision, you wouldn't have that dream if God didn't give you a promise. So number 3, while you're waiting in the waiting room, plan for the promise. As I'm sitting here in this park and I'm thinking about myself being in the waiting room, I'm thinking about how blessed I truly am. There's negative talk that we all speak to ourselves. It's too hard. It's a challenge. I don't know if I can. I'm not sure if I will. But I'll be happy when. Now is when. Now is when. Now is the right time to be grateful, to get in position, get prepared, and plan for the promise. I thank you all so much for hanging in there with me and tuning in, and be sure to share the message with your friends, your family. Thank you so much for your support. I will see you again next Sunday for 7 minutes at 7 p.m. Have an amazing evening. God bless you.